Hello everyone. Today I will be going over Title IX, what it is, how it became what it is, and the implications that it has. So first we're going to start off with what is Title IX. And Title IX was passed in 1975. It requires gender equality for all males and females in every educational program that receive federal funding. Few examples of what it applies to is higher education, education for pregnant and parenting studies, anyone employed in the educational systems, and then sexual harassment and standardized testing. Now we're going to talk about what it was like before Title IX. In the NCAA, there were very few opportunities for female athletes, with an overwhelming 170,000 men and as little as 30,000 women. Sexual harassment also did not exist. Sexual innuendos, calling people sexually charged names, spreading rumors about sexual activity, or touching someone inappropriately were dismissed. Beyond athletics, though, women were denied from colleges, did not receive scholarships, and were withheld from studies in math and sciences. Colleges allowed females to become either a nurse or a teacher, but nothing more. Now we're going to talk about how Title IX affected athletic departments. First of all, equal opportunities were provided for male and female athletes. That doesn't mean that they had to be offered the identical sports, it just means that they have to provide an equal opportunity for females to play in sports that interest them. An example of that at the University of Arkansas is that the football team is all males, but we only have a female soccer and swimming and diving team. When it comes to scholarship, Title IX requires that the schools provide the same amount of athletic aid to females as it does to males. Similar to scholarships, Title IX requires equal treatment to all athletes when it relates to coaching, equipment and supplies, practice in competitive facilities, travel per diem, and tutoring opportunities. Now we're going to discuss a few facts about Title IX. Title IX is a federal civil right that prevents sexual discrimination on school campuses. Schools must have a procedure that they are to follow if the issue occurs. They must also have a grievance procedure in place for the student. Also, colleges cannot make you pay for the cost of the accommodations to continue your education. Title IX also prohibits sexual discrimination in all K-12 public schools, most private schools, and almost all universities. If you file a complaint with the school, they must follow their procedures no matter where it occurred, even if it was off campus. Now we're going to talk about a specific area in Title IX, sexual harassment. Sexual harassment is prohibited by Title IX because sexual harassment disrupts and deprives students of an equal education. Sexual harassment is defined as unwelcome conduct of a sexual nature that rises to a level that denies or limits a student's ability to participate or benefit from the school's program. You can only file for damages under Title IX if the institution had knowledge of the offensive behavior. A specific case of sexual harassment is Davis versus Monroe County Board of Education in 1999, where a fifth grader was experiencing sexual harassment from one of her classmates for several months. The girl and her mother talked to the school and teacher about separating the two during class, but no effort was ever made. The Supreme Court decided the student-student sexual harassment should be covered by Title IX just as the student-teacher is. The court decided that the school should be responsible for not only handling peer sexual harassment situations, but preventing them as well. Now we're going to talk about the coach-athlete relationship and how it relates to Title IX. First, a decrease in the amount of female coaches increases the amount of males coaching female sports, which increases the possibility of sexual harassment happening. In sports, touching, keeping track of the athletes' lives outside of athletics, and nicknames are generally accepted as a coach, as long as they are not unwelcome. Conduct is deemed unwelcome if the athlete does not request or invite it, and it is offensive to the victim. Now we're going to talk about the athlete-to-athlete harassment. First of all, in the last couple of years, complaints of peer harassment have grown dramatically. Along with athlete-to-athlete harassment, athletic departments are held liable under Title IX when a student athlete sexually assaults another student who isn't an athlete. In 2011, Dear Colleague defined sexual harassment as physical sexual acts perpetrated against a person's will or where a person is incapable of giving consent. The Office of Civil Rights requires that a school takes immediate action to eliminate the harassment, prevent its reoccurrence, and address its effects. An example of an athlete-athlete sexual harassment case is the Williams First Board of Regents University System of Georgia in 2007. It was the first case to be found that a school may be liable. The female student was allegedly gang raped by 3 males, and the plaintiff claimed that under Title IX, the university should be held liable because the coach, athletic director, and university president was aware that the student athlete who had attacked the plaintiff had a history of sexual harassment before attending and being recruited by the school. The 11th Circuit Court held that given the past history, the institution should have made efforts to prevent future harassment from occurring. There are many people trying to raise support and stand up to sexual harassment. The NCAA partnered with the White House to create a campaign called It's On Us, focusing on encouraging bystander intervention and creating a campus culture that makes sexual harassment unacceptable. Here is a video of student athletes from around the nation taking a stand for sexual harassment.
It's on us to stop sexual assault
in any way that we can.
To get a friend home safe.
To never blame the victim.
It's on us.
To stand up.
To make our community safe for all.
It's on us.
It's on us to look out for each other at parties.
It's on us.
To be more than just a bystander.
To step up and say something.
It's on us, all of us.
To stop sexual assault. Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.